Chase Lee Hockey with the blue futon out of the box or out of the wall, whatever you want to call it. We have Widows. Have I seen this movie? No, I haven't. This is the 4K one, so I'll be watching the 4K one. It says one hell of a ride. Is this a ride that you should take with these widows? Let's find out. Widows, what's it about? Well, first is a complete all-star cast. You have Viola Davis, Michelle Rodriguez, Cynthia Erivo, Colin Farrell, Robert Duvall, Liam Neeson. That's not even all of them. We gotta just say them all, guys. We have Daniel Kaluuya, Jacki Weaver, and a lot other ones like the husbands, like John Bernthal is in it, but they're only in it for a little bit of time. But this is a star-studded cast. So what's it about? Well, these widows, aka all the females, their husbands died in a robbery, and now they have to figure out how to get this $2 million to the people that their husbands stole from. Can they do it? Let's find out. So did I like this movie? I like this movie. We will go with like. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I think it's in the like tier. With the negatives, I will say there is a pacing issue as well as length. Yeah, it's a 2-hour and 10-minute movie, and so I think maybe 15 minutes could be cut out, especially with the storyline with Elizabeth Debicki. I don't know. I think she's Polish in this movie. Her backstory is about, kind of being a prostitute and everything like that and getting money that way. There's some stories. There's just some scenes with her with the man that she's sleeping with that just didn't need to be in the movie at all. So you're like, slim that down, slim that down. Yeah, I understand what you want to show her story, but I'd rather see the Viola Davis talking to these females to get from point A to point B by getting the bags on and how to get in the house and steal the money. I feel like those scenes were not enough to just justify the robbery as a whole. As well as some of the side stories and, back dialogue. Yes, there's a side story with Liam Neeson and Viola Davis' son. You kind of knew where that was going from a mile away just because Hollywood feels they have to do that with, like, Queen and Slim, with this. There's a lot of movies like that. They happen, but you just wonder, like, why does that have to be in there? Technically, I know why it has to be in there, but it's the filmmaker and writer's reason to do it. Was it heavy-handed in this one? Absolutely not. It happened, and you're like, oh, shit. When violence does happen on screen, it's very realistic and very just in your face. I'll just say there is a van scene at the very end. When the car crash happens, you go, holy fucking shit. That's intense. And you're just like, that's realistic. And I like Steve McQueen. Not the motorcycle Steve McQueen, but the director Steve McQueen. He had Hunger, this, 12 Years a Slave. He has a good eye of that type of filmmaking. He has a new movie coming out called The Occupied City about Nazi Germany, I think in Poland or something, or in the Netherlands, sorry. I'm very interested in what that documentary is going to be about. I think it might be a fantastic movie. So what I liked about this movie, the acting is superb. I'm shocked that it didn't get any acting nominations. I'm not mistaken. It didn't. I think this one did not get any nominations at all. Kind of like 12 Years a Slave did. This one didn't. Like I said, acting was great. When the violence was on screen, it was intense and well worth it. But it is a well-written story. It was a girl that also did Gone Girl. She also helped write this with Steve McQueen. So you're going to get a good story because Gone Girl, fantastic movie. But yeah, Widows, was I expecting a little bit more? I think so. Maybe my expectations was too high for going into this movie. But overall, it was a great movie. I enjoyed it. I liked it. Great acting, great cinematography, great directing, great writing. Nitpicks, like I said before, some backstories with some of the characters, even though it wasn't heavy-handed, but you're like, yeah, that had to be in there, as well as some pacing issues. And so, Widows will receive a 3.5 out of 5 with Futons. It goes at 70%. So see the Critics' News scores gave this one. So it's impressive. We have a critics a 91%, but the audience score was a 61%. Critics, we have 422. Audience score only above 50,000. I kind of see the 61% though. Here's critic consensus. Widows rounds up a stellar ensemble for a heist thriller that mixes popcorn entertainment with a message and marks another artistic leap for director Steve McQueen. For the message, I mean, yeah, there was a message, but I don't think it was that heavy-handed. I mean, yeah, the whole message is about, Chicago and, what are these politicians doing? And for a fact, these politicians, do they really have an agenda for the community? or is it really just about themselves? And it feels like it is just about themselves, and it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, black or white. I mean, look at today's politics. Yeah, people say, "Oh, I'm going to do this for political reasons," but then when they get into office, they completely change. They don't do what they said they're going to do on the trail to, win the election. And then half the stuff they do is just clap back Twitter shit, clap back Instagram stuff, and they don't do anything. And I feel like that's the message here as well. I could be wrong. I didn't write the movie. I don't know anything about Chicago. So, I'm just a boy. Nebraska, Iowa, Texas, Florida. I have lived in California and Nevada and Colorado and Portugal and actually other places overseas. Anyway, do you agree with the 91, the 70, or the 61? Chase the icon with the blue futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this Futontopia. You Blue Futonians. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Peace and love. Did you like Widows? Oh yeah, 4K quality. Pretty solid.